My beloved child, hear my voice clearly today, because I am speaking directly to you and to no one else. The vision that I placed in your heart was never meant to be shared or diluted with the opinions of others. I gave it specifically to you because you have the strength, the endurance, and the obedience necessary to carry it through to completion. I want you to stop looking around for people to understand it or validate it, because this vision is sacred between you and me. When I spoke it into your spirit, I hid it from others on purpose. I set you apart so that you would learn to depend only on my guidance and not on the approval of man. Some people around you cannot see it because I did not reveal it to them. Their eyes are not prepared, and their hearts are not aligned with what I plan to do through you. When Moses saw the burning bush, no one else was there to witness it. It was a private conversation, a divine encounter that was meant only for him. Exodus 3:4 says, "When the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. I called him by name, and I spoke directly to him because the assignment was specifically his. In the same way, I have been calling you by name and revealing pieces of this vision in quiet moments. You have questioned why others don't get excited when you share it. You wonder why they look confused or uninterested. It is because the vision is yours and yours alone. I speak to you privately because I want you to draw closer to me, not to them. Stop expecting applause from people who were never part of your calling. Stop explaining yourself to individuals who don't carry the spiritual capacity to understand heavenly instruction. They were not in the secret place when I whispered it into your heart. They didn't sit in silence when I poured it into your spirit. You were alone, and I did that intentionally. I have seen you feel rejected and misunderstood, but I say to you today that your isolation is not rejection from me. It is protection from confusion and misdirection. I have separated you for a reason. I am guarding this vision until the appointed time when it will come to pass, and when it does, every eye will see and understand why you had to walk alone. Do not water down what I showed you. Do not resize it to make others feel comfortable. If I gave you a big vision, it is because I prepared you to carry it. Remember Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Before you were born, I already appointed you for this. I knew every challenge you would face. I knew you would face opposition and misunderstanding. I knew you would question whether you heard me correctly. But I also knew that deep inside of you, there is an obedient heart that listens to my voice even when it's difficult. Child, there are times when you have felt the weight of this vision so strongly that you thought it was too much to carry. You asked me to remove it. You asked me to give it to someone else. But I say this gently to you. The vision is not a burden. It is a seed. It needs time to grow and develop. The pressure you feel is not punishment. It is the stretching that happens when something supernatural is growing inside you. Just like a seed pushes through the soil to reach the light, the vision inside of you is pushing through your spirit to reach its appointed manifestation. Do not pull it out of the soil because of impatience. Trust that I am watering it. Trust that I am providing the light. Trust that the right season will come. There will be people who try to talk you out of it. They will use logic and personal experience to convince you that it's impossible. They might say, no one in our family has done that, or you don't have the resources. But I remind you today that faith is not built on what is seen. Faith is built on what I have spoken. Hebrews 11:1 says, Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hold on to what I said, even if it looks like nothing is moving. Hold on to every promise, because I am faithful to fulfill it. I am also reminding you today to stop sharing the steps of your vision with people who only carry the spirit of doubt. There is a time to share, but there is also a time to stay silent. Jesus himself did not reveal everything to everyone. In Matthew 17:9, after the transfiguration, he instructed his disciples, "Tell the vision to no man, until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead." There is a timing to revelation. I will tell you when to speak, and I will tell you when to be still. If I cause you to be silent, it is because I am still working behind the scenes. The moment you speak too soon, you allow the enemy to attack what was meant to remain hidden. Do not rush the announcement. Let me complete the preparation. Let me open the right doors. Let me bring the right relationships into your life. You often feel like you are walking in darkness with just one small light in front of you. But that is how I designed it. I only show you one step at a time so that you stay in constant communication with me. If I showed you everything all at once, you might run ahead of me. You might rely on your strength. So I allow it to unfold gradually, step by step, and I promise you, every step you take in obedience will reveal a new piece of the vision. There are pieces you still do not understand, and that is okay. You do not need to understand everything to obey me. You simply need to trust that I am leading you to a good place. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye." My guidance is personal. It is intimate. It is specific. So stop questioning whether or not you heard me. You did hear me. You heard my voice clearly, even when you doubted yourself. The vision I gave you keeps returning to your mind because it is planted there by my Spirit. Every time you try to ignore it, it comes back stronger. Every time you try to bury it under distractions, it rises again. That is proof that it is not just a random idea. It is a divine assignment. I chose you because I can trust you to carry it with integrity. Do not worry about how long it takes. My timing is always perfect. Some promises take longer because I am aligning things that you cannot see. You might think nothing is happening, but in the unseen realm, I am positioning people, opening doors and making ways where there were none. I want you to lift your eyes from your surroundings and fix them on me. Stop comparing yourself to others. The vision I gave them is different from yours. If you keep looking at their journey, you will miss your instructions. I speak differently to each of my children, and I lead them according to the purpose I designed for them. The fact that it looks different does not mean you are behind. It means you are being led on a unique path. Isaiah 55:8 reminds you, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." I am not limited by what limits people. I am not restricted by what restricts them. When I speak, mountains move. When I command, doors open that no man can shut. Beloved, do not fear the silence. The reason some people have grown distant suddenly is because I am removing them so that the vision can grow freely. Some connections are being pruned because they would have attempted to reroute you. They would have spoken fear into your heart. They would have discouraged you from stepping out in faith. I did not allow them to stay because I love you enough to protect you from their influence. Do not try to bring back what I have removed. Trust that I know what I am doing. When it is time, I will surround you with people who will support the vision, pray for you, and celebrate what I am doing in your life. But right now, I need you to remain focused. The vision is delicate and precious. It needs a protected environment. Take a moment and look at how far I have already brought you. Look at the doors I have already opened. Look at the things you once prayed for that have already come to pass. That is your confirmation that I am with you. If I have been faithful up to this point, I will continue to be faithful until the end. Philippians 1:6 says, "Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ." I began this work in you and I will finish it. Not one word I spoke over your life will fall to the ground. Do not be discouraged by the slow progress. Just because it is not happening quickly does not mean it is not happening. Some of the greatest miracles take time because they require preparation. And I say to you today, do not despise the process. Every step of the process is necessary. Every moment of waiting is shaping your character. Every delay is refining your faith. Every unanswered question is drawing you closer to me. And when the appointed time comes, it will happen suddenly. You will see everything come together, and you will understand why I kept it private for so long. While you are listening to this message right now, I want you to lift your faith and believe again. Declare in your heart that you still trust me. And before you move on from this video, take a moment to show your faith. If this message is speaking to you, like this video right now and let it be a public act of agreement with the vision I have planted in your heart. Show the enemy that you are still standing with me and that you refuse to give up. And if you are truly ready for me to complete what I started, write this powerful phrase down in the comments: blessed and ready. This is not just a comment, it is a declaration that you are in agreement with my timing and my plan. Also, make sure you subscribe to Whispers of Grace so you do not miss any of the future messages I will send to guide you through the next steps. I will continue to speak, and each message will build upon the last. When you subscribe and turn on notifications, it is another act of obedience that keeps you aligned with my direction. Now listen carefully. There are some things that will begin to shift in your life after today. I have seen how you carried this vision quietly in your heart, wondering whether you should speak up or remain silent. I have watched you cry in secret because you didn't want others to see how heavy it has felt. But I assure you, your tears have been seen by me, and every tear is a seed of testimony. Psalm 56:8 says, Thou tellest my wanderings, put thou my tears into thy bottle, are they not in thy book? I have recorded every moment of pain and every step of faith, and I will use it for my glory. There are doors that are going to open simply because you stayed obedient. There are connections that are going to come unexpectedly because you did not let go of the vision. I will reward your faithfulness, and it will be evident to all that it was my hand on your life. You may not see it yet, but in the spiritual realm there is already movement. Angels have been dispatched. Resources are being aligned. Opportunities are being prepared. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you have never stepped into. I am going ahead of you. Just as I went ahead of the Israelites and made a way through the Red Sea, I am going ahead of you to make a way where there seems to be no way. Exodus 14:14 says, The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. This means I am doing the impossible while you remain still in my presence. The vision is yours, and I will fight for it because it came from me. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You only need to stay aligned with my voice. My child, as you continue to hold on tightly to what I spoke over your life, I need you to prepare your heart for a deeper level of obedience. The next season of this vision will not only require your faith, it will require your complete surrender. I am going to ask you to step away from some things that once felt comfortable so that I can lead you into what is truly meant for you. I will place a gentle stirring in your spirit, and you will know without a doubt that it is time to move. Do not resist it. Do not second guess it. When I say move, move. When I say speak, speak. And when I say be still, be still. Your swift obedience is the key that will unlock the next door on this journey. You have asked me many times, Lord, why can't I stay where I am? Why can't I keep certain people around? They have been with me for so long, and I hear you, but I need you to see that not everyone who started with you can stay with you. This is not rejection. This is redirection. The vision is too sensitive for mixed motives. I have been showing you little signs that their spirit does not align with what I want to do through you. Listen to those signs. Discern their fruit. Your spirit is growing. Their spirit is stagnant. If you force a connection that I am trying to release, you will find yourself battling unnecessary confusion. Let go and trust that I will send people who truly carry my heart. People who will pray for you, not compete with you. People who will remind you of the vision when you are tempted to give up. Hebrews 12:1 says, Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. This means laying aside anything that weighs you down, even if it is not sinful. There are good things that are no longer God things for you. There are habits that once brought comfort, but now bring distraction. Lay them aside so that you can run freely. The race ahead of you is great, and I need you to run light. I need your ears free to hear me. I need your hands free to carry what I place in them. Do not worry about provision. Part of the reason you hesitate is because you fear lack. You fear that if you step away from what is familiar, you might lose your stability. But remember how I fed Elijah in the wilderness. I commanded the ravens to bring him bread and meat each morning and evening. I provided water in the midst of drought. 1 Kings 17:6 reminds you that I can sustain you in places you thought were dry. If I call you out, I will also sustain you. Stop looking at what you might lose, and start looking at the greater glory that is coming. I will never take something from you without having something greater prepared for you. The vision requires space, and sometimes I clear your hands so that you can receive what is truly meant to be there. Beloved, guard your heart from the opinions of those who speak without understanding. Some will try to interpret what I am doing with their own limited knowledge. They may say you are making a mistake. They may say you are acting too boldly. But I remind you today, my wisdom often looks foolish to men. 1 Corinthians 1:27 says, "But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. What seems foolish to them is obedience to me. And I will use your obedience to demonstrate my power and glory. When they see the result, they will know that it was my hand. They may not understand now, but in time they will see and testify that I have been with you. Keep your heart pure. Keep your motives clean. Do the work I have given you without seeking recognition. I see your efforts, and I will reward you in due season. There are rewards that only I can give. There are doors that only I can open. Promotion does not come from man." Psalm 75:6, Mitti 7 says, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. I am the one who promotes. I am the one who lifts up. Keep your eyes on me, and I will elevate you in the proper time." You have asked, "Lord, how will I know when it is time to step into the next phase?" And I say to you, you will know by the peace that I place in your spirit, a peace that surpasses all understanding. Even if the outward circumstances look uncertain, your heart will be at rest. That is how you will know it is me. I never lead by confusion. I lead by peace. Listen to that still, small voice. Take time in prayer and I will confirm it in different ways. I will confirm it in my word, in dreams and through the inner witness in your spirit. My child, get ready because the season of clarity is approaching. I am going to make things clear. What once felt blurry will begin to make sense. The pieces that seemed disconnected will suddenly connect. You will begin to see how every event in your life, even the painful ones, have positioned you for this purpose. Romans 8:28 reminds you that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. The enemy tried to use those painful moments to break you, but I used them to make you. I used them to prepare you. This is why the vision is safe in your hands, because your heart has been purified by fire. Child, I need you to keep your spiritual eyes open. I am giving you dreams and visions that contain a strategy for what is coming. Write down what I show you. Do not dismiss it. Habakkuk 2:2 says, "Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." When I show you something, write it down immediately. It is not random. It is part of the blueprint. You might not understand it right away, but you will when the time comes. Be diligent with the instructions I give. The little details matter. The small decisions you make daily are shaping the atmosphere around you. Remain sensitive. Pray without ceasing, and hide the vision in your heart until I release you to share it. Let me also remind you of this: you are not alone. Even though people may not understand, I have placed angels around you to assist you. Hebrews 1:14 says that angels are ministering spirits sent to serve those who inherit salvation. You may feel alone, but in the spiritual realm you are surrounded. I have assigned heavenly helpers to strengthen you, protect you, and guide you. Sometimes the weariness you feel is spiritual warfare, not physical exhaustion. When it feels heavy, call on my name and I will send help immediately. You do not need to carry this on your own strength. Do not let fear silence your voice. There will be moments when I ask you to speak bold words that others are afraid to say. Speak them with confidence. I will give you the words. Luke 12:12 says, "For the Holy Ghost shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say." Do not rehearse in fear. Simply stay connected to me and I will speak through you. You are my mouthpiece and I will use you to release divine truth in places where deception has tried to dwell. When you speak, hearts will be convicted, chains will break, and revelation will come, but you must speak as I lead. This season will also require discipline. There are moments when I will wake you up early just to spend time in my presence. Do not ignore those promptings. Those quiet times with me are not optional. They are essential. I will whisper instructions to you in those early hours that you cannot receive at any other time. Make room for me. Guard your schedule. When you put me first, I will give you supernatural productivity. You will accomplish in 1 hour what would normally take an entire day, simply because you placed me at the center. Matthew 6:33 reminds you, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Seek me first, and everything else will fall into place. I want you to strengthen your faith daily by declaring my word. Speak it out loud and remind yourself of my promises. When the enemy tries to whisper doubt, respond with my truth. Say, "I am chosen for this vision. I am equipped. I am anointed. I am blessed and ready." Declare it every morning before you start your day. Let your words create an atmosphere of faith. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Use your tongue to speak life over the vision. Speak life over your future. Speak life over every detail. And right now, if you feel this message deeply resonating in your heart, I want you to take a step of faith and like this video as a sign that you accept the assignment. Do not delay. Take that small action of agreement and go to the comments and type "blessed and ready" as a declaration that you are fully aligned with what I spoke. Your obedience in small actions prepares you for greater actions. Remember to subscribe to Whispers of Grace so you do not miss the next instruction. I will continue to speak, and every message will come at just the right time. Beloved child, I need you to understand something very important in this hour. I did not give you a vision to keep you comfortable. I gave you a vision to transform your life and the lives of those connected to your destiny. You have been feeling something stirring inside of you that you can't explain, and that is my spirit activating the next stage of the vision. I am awakening gifts in you that were dormant. I am resurrecting dreams you thought were dead. I am restoring the passion you once had, so that you can run boldly and without hesitation. For too long, you allowed the fear of failure to slow you down. But today I am lifting that fear off of you like a heavy garment. I want you to walk forward with renewed confidence because I am going before you and making every crooked path straight. There are certain environments you must now leave behind. You have stayed in places where your spirit no longer grows because it felt familiar and safe. But I am calling you out from the familiar into the unknown. Abraham also had to leave his father's house and go to a land that I would show him. Genesis 12:1 says, "Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee." He did not know where he was going, yet he obeyed, and because of that obedience I made him a great nation. In the same way, I am asking you to trust me with the details you cannot yet see. Leave what no longer serves the vision. Leave what keeps you stagnant. Do not hold on to what I am trying to release from your life. The enemy has been whispering lies to make you doubt, but every lie is being exposed in my presence. You keep hearing thoughts like you're not good enough, you don't have enough support. This vision is too big for you. Those thoughts are not from me. I speak life, not condemnation. I call you chosen, not forgotten. I call you equipped, not inadequate. Ephesians 2:10 reminds you, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath before ordained that we should walk in them. You were created for this. The vision was planted in you before you were even born. Nothing about your current circumstances can cancel my will. You simply need to keep your mind renewed by my word and silence every voice that contradicts what I spoke. My child, I also need you to protect your prayer life. The enemy knows that if he can distract you from prayer, he can disconnect you from clarity. This is why sudden distractions show up right when you feel the urge to spend time with me. That is why your phone suddenly rings, why unexpected tasks pop up, why certain people demand your attention the moment you kneel down to pray. But I am teaching you how to prioritize my voice above every noise. You will notice that as you protect those moments with me, your spiritual discernment will sharpen. You will immediately recognize what is from me and what is not. You will feel a holy conviction when something tries to pull you away from purpose. That is my spirit keeping you aligned. Remain sensitive and do not ignore the gentle nudges I give you. Do not underestimate the power of your testimony in this season. There are people waiting for you to step into your assignment because your testimony will unlock hope in them. When you speak about what I brought you through, they will see that I can do it for them too. Revelation 12:11 says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Every battle you have faced is part of your spiritual authority. You will speak with boldness because you have lived through it. You will carry a weight in your words that breaks chains. This is why the vision cannot be handed to someone else, because no one else carries the history that you carry. Your experiences have shaped you, and I will use every one of them for my glory. Some of you feel tired because you have been carrying this alone for so long, but today I am breathing fresh strength into your spirit. Isaiah 40:31 says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. You will not faint in this journey. You will not grow weary before the promise manifests. I will strengthen you. I will refresh you. I will sustain you in ways that you have never experienced before. Your strength is not coming from your own willpower. It is coming from my spirit within you. Receive that strength right now. Let it fill every weary place in your heart. Child, I also want you to expect unusual favor. What I am doing in this season cannot be explained by human logic. Expect open doors in places where there were once walls. Expect yeses in situations where you were previously denied. Expect supernatural connections with individuals who carry the next piece of your assignment. But remember this, when favor comes, remain humble. Do not boast in yourself, boast in me. Remember that favor is not given to elevate your ego, but to elevate my purpose in the earth. Walk in humility, and I will continually increase my grace upon you. James 4:6 says, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. As you stay in humility, grace will surround you like a shield. Watch carefully over your mouth in this season. Avoid complaining. Avoid negative speech. Your words carry weight and creation responds to what you speak. Speak life. Speak alignment. Speak victory over the vision. I want you to say things like, this vision will manifest. God is going ahead of me. I am in my season of divine fulfillment. Every time you speak these words, you are coming into agreement with me. Heaven responds when your words match my words. And at the same time, heaven remains still when your words agree with doubt. Choose carefully what you say, even in private. Proverbs 12:18 says, there is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. Let your tongue bring healing, not damage. Let your words build faith, not fear. There are also moments ahead where I will ask you to stand still instead of moving forward. That stillness is not inactivity, it is strategy. When I tell you to pause, it is because I am preparing the next scene. Imagine a master orchestra. The conductor signals when each instrument plays and when it pauses. Even the silence has a purpose. In your life, I am orchestrating something beautiful, and sometimes the silence is part of the melody. Do not misinterpret stillness as absence. I am near, I am working, I am setting up something that will surprise even you. And as you prepare yourself, I want you to remain thankful. Gratitude opens doors in the spirit that worry shuts. Even when you do not see everything clearly yet, thank me for what I have already shown you. Thank me for choosing you. Thank me for confirming the vision again and again. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 reminds you, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your eyes focused. It lifts your perspective so that you see beyond present challenges. It reminds you that I am still the same God who performed miracles in the past, and I will do it again. So right now, as you listen, if you feel this message touching your spirit deeply, pause and show your faith by liking this video. It is not just a button, it is a declaration that you receive this word and believe that the vision still stands. And I want you to do something bold. Go to the comments and type "blessed and ready" once again. Let the enemy hear it. Let your own soul hear it. You are blessed and you are ready. Ready to obey, ready to follow, ready to see my hand move. And remember, subscribe to Whispers of Grace, because more specific instructions are coming and you do not want to miss any of them. Every future message is going to build on the foundation of this word and prepare you for the next step. My child, listen carefully. The next phase of this vision will require you to step out when the environment still looks unstable. This is where many people stop. They wait for every condition to be perfect before they act. But I am not a God who needs perfect conditions. I create conditions through your obedience. When Peter stepped out of the boat to walk on water, there was still wind and waves. The storm did not stop before he stepped out. The storm stopped after he fixed his eyes on me. Matthew 14:29 says, "And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus." He walked not because the water became solid, but because his faith connected with my word. In the same way, I am telling you, step out. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Your step of faith is what releases my supernatural support. I see you worrying about the how. You keep asking, "Lord, how will I do this? How will I find the resources? How will I gain the knowledge?" Do not worry about the how. Just focus on the who. I am the one who commanded it, and I am the one who will fulfill it. I will bring the right resources at the right time. I will place supernatural wisdom into your mind. You will speak and act in ways you never imagined, because my spirit will empower you. Zechariah 4:6 reminds you, "Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts." It will not be by your own strength. It will be by my spirit. Remain hopeful, even when circumstances contradict what I said. Hope is not naive. It is anchored in my faithfulness. Romans 4:18 says that Abraham, against hope, believed in hope and became the father of many nations. He believed even when everything in the natural realm screamed impossibility. That is the kind of faith I am cultivating in you. Faith that looks beyond the natural. Faith that focuses on my promise. Faith that remains unshaken even when the enemy tries to intimidate you. Stand firm. Hold your ground. The vision still stands because I still stand. I need you to keep your eyes open for divine signs. I will confirm things in subtle ways. A scripture may appear repeatedly. A person may speak a word that touches the very thing you have been praying about. I might even give you a dream that pulls your attention back to the vision. Do not dismiss these signs as coincidences. They are moments of confirmation. They are reminders that I have not forgotten what I promised. When you receive these signs, praise me. Give thanks, even if it's only a few words. A simple thank you, Lord, I hear you, keeps your heart open and connected. And finally, beloved, I want you to prepare yourself for acceleration. There are seasons where things move slowly, and there are seasons where things move rapidly. You are about to step into a season of sudden movement. What took others years will happen quickly for you because my hand is upon it. But do not rush ahead trying to force it. I will signal when it is time, and when I say move, move quickly and with full faith. Do not delay due to fear or overthinking. Instant obedience will bring instant favor. Beloved child, as I draw this message to a close, there is one final truth I need your heart to fully embrace. I have chosen you not because you are the most qualified, but because you are the most willing. Your willingness to believe me, even when you do not see evidence in the natural, is priceless in my sight. You have walked through seasons that tried to break you, moments that attempted to make you doubt everything you heard from me. Yet here you are, still listening, still hoping, still reaching for my presence. That alone is proof that my hand is still on your life. I want you to know that every step you took in faith has been recorded in heaven. Not one sacrifice, not one prayer, not one moment of obedience has been overlooked. The vision I placed in you is alive because my spirit is breathing on it. You are not behind. You are right on schedule for what I have planned. In these closing moments, I want you to release every remaining fear into my hands. You have held on to concerns about what people might say, how you might be judged, or whether you have enough strength to carry this through. Let it go now, once and for all. I am asking you to come into full agreement with my plans. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together, except they be agreed?" For this vision to birth, your heart must come into complete agreement with my heart. Agree that my timing is perfect. Agree that I will provide. Agree that you are worthy of the calling I placed on your life. Agree that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. As you agree with me, you unleash divine momentum in the spirit realm. Angels begin to move. Doors begin to open. Heaven begins to pour out favor that no man can deny. I need you to place your faith not in your own ability, but in my limitless power. Ephesians 3:20 reminds you that I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that you could ever ask or think, according to the power that is already working in you. You have seen small manifestations of my power in the past, but now it is time for the greater works. I will reveal my glory through your obedience. I will reveal my power through your faith. I will reveal my heart through your willingness to carry a vision that others could not handle. Do not shrink back when the blessing comes. Do not hide when promotion comes. Stand boldly and let the world see my goodness through your life. For when they see it, they will not praise you. They will glorify me. Hear me clearly. This is the season where the unseen will become seen. The secret burdens you carried will turn into public testimonies. The silent prayers you cried in the night will become songs of victory during the day. The closed doors that disappointed you were simply my way of redirecting you toward the doors that truly belong to you. Do not mourn over what I removed. Rejoice, because what I removed was never part of your promise. I have preserved the real blessing for the right moment, and that moment is quickly approaching. You will look back and say, "Now I understand why it had to happen that way." Psalm 126:5 promises, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." The tears you sowed have prepared the soil. Now the harvest is near. So, prepare yourself. Prepare your heart. Prepare your environment. Remove what does not nurture the vision. Make room for what I am sending. You are not about to walk into a small blessing. You are about to walk into an overflow, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is the promise I set before you, and I will not fail to fulfill it. But I need you to believe again. I need you to dream again. I need you to speak life and not death. Proverbs 13:12 says, "Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life." Your desire is coming. Your heart will rejoice again. Your spirit will leap at the sight of my fulfillment. Keep your eyes on me, and do not let the enemy distract you in these final steps. Beloved, let me also remind you that when this vision manifests, it will testify to the world of my faithfulness. People who doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge that I was with you all along. It will cause some to draw closer to me. It will break chains in others simply because they witnessed what I did in your life. Your story will be used to ignite faith in hearts that were on the edge of giving up. Do not take this lightly. This is why the process was so intense. This is why the journey felt heavy, because the vision is not just about you, it is about every soul connected to you. Stand firm, because their breakthrough is also connected to your obedience. As you step into your promise, chains will fall off of entire households, miracles will begin to flow, generational curses will break, my name will be glorified. And now, in this closing moment, I speak a final prophetic blessing over you. May every hidden obstacle be removed. May every spirit of delay be broken. May your faith rise to a new level. May your eyes be open to the divine opportunities that are about to present themselves. May courage fill your heart like never before. You shall not stumble in this final stretch. You shall not be distracted. You shall walk in clarity, surrounded by divine favor and protected by my angels. I declare Isaiah 22:22 over you, that I place upon your shoulder the key of David, so that when you open, none shall shut, and when you shut, none shall open. You carry heavenly authority to move forward in power. Use it, walk in it, live in it. If you believe this powerful closing word is for you, like this video now, and let heaven see your agreement. Go to the comments and boldly write "blessed and ready" one more time so the enemy knows you are stepping into your promise without hesitation. And make sure you subscribe to Whispers of Grace, because I will continue to send you divine messages that guide you step by step into your destiny. Do not miss the next word. It may be the exact instruction that causes the vision to fully unfold. My beloved child, rise up in faith. Take a deep breath right now and receive this final declaration. What God has spoken over you will surely come to pass. What God has placed in you will not die. The vision is alive, and it belongs to you, and you alone. Walk forward now with confidence. The time is here. The vision will manifest. In Jesus' mighty name it is done.